Hey everyone, I just wanted to record a little update video because, as you might have guessed, I've had something of a big month on the channel, and I just wanted to acknowledge some things, talk about some things, and maybe talk about where the channel is going and where I think it should go, and to just give you a couple of updates because I like keeping you informed and in the loop about things so that no one worries or anything like that. First of all, uh, wow, yeah, we've had a couple of big reactions to a few videos, particularly the Fallout video and the election videos, particularly the video about Keir Starmer. Just big reactions. I'm really pleased that people feel like that I've made something at least worth watching, even if they don't agree with it. They watch it, they react to it. It's nice, and those videos contributed to getting me over the 2K sub goal that I had for the end of the year, and then some. So we're done. We don't have any 2K goal for the rest of the year, and because we have reached that goal, I now have to make a video that is a Marxist analysis of Sonic Adventures 1 and 2, which, as you can probably tell from my tone, I am so delighted about. I'm so pleased that this is what I get to spend my time doing and making. So, I've already got the outline of an idea for it, so it's not like I'm going in totally blind, but, you got me to 2K, and unlike certain politicians, I do keep my pledges. I've also thought about new goals for the channel now that we've hit 2K. What is the new goal? I think because we're playing with house money and just because of things I will talk about in a little bit, we can afford to go big. So I'm now saying we're going to hit 5K by the end of the year. I'm not sure what I'll do for 5K by the end of the year. I'm not sure what the thing I will offer to you is, but I will offer you something at some point. If it looks like we're going to get to 5K at any point before the end of the year, I will make sure to offer you something. It's a mystery box. Ooh, what's in the mystery box? I guess you'll find out when you get me to 5K. I also want to acknowledge that the big responses to the election videos, particularly the Keir Starmer one and the Fallout video, have changed how I feel about the channel in a lot of ways. When the Fallout video did unexpectedly well, I I had this rush of ideas, so many ideas. I suddenly had inspiration again for the channel because, to be honest, I was feeling fatigued with YouTube. And that's not anyone's fault. It's nothing like that. It's just that I put a lot of work into the videos, and typically I do not get very much of a response from them. Now, that doesn't really bother me too much most of the time, but there is a point where you wonder, what am I really doing here? I invest all this time, what am I really doing here? And then we have the big reaction to the Fallout video. So initially my version of this video that was going to come out actually around now was going to be, hey, look, we can do politics videos, and I'm a political person. I like talking about politics, but we're going to become a sort of media analysis channel from now on. We're going to talk about media more and more and more as we go on. And that would have been what happened if I didn't also get a big response to the Keir Starmer video. Now, admittedly, it's not as big as the response I got to the Fallout video. Any video I make is going to really struggle to live up to how that video performed. But it was a pretty big response, and I was pleased by the response, and I liked the effort I put into it and the research and all of that. Go check it out if you haven't already, obviously. But I liked that, and I thought, well, okay, maybe there is room for political videos. And so while I'm gonna throw in a lot more media stuff at you, I've already got one planned for after a little break I'm planning to take. I'll tell you more about that in a second. There is still going to be room for politics, and obviously patrons and members, you'll still get to vote on topics, and some of the topics I present will inevitably be politics. There's no escaping it with me, but I do want to take a bit of a break from politics after the election, unless something extreme happens, like if the Conservatives get literally 3 seats, then yes, I will probably make a video about it. But unless it's that extreme, you can expect a bit of a break from political content. I will be taking just sort of a breath, a beat. I will, especially because we will likely be in a new political situation, it will take some time for me to land on an analysis of what's happening. So I will be taking a bit of a break from that. I also want to say that thanks to getting to 2K, I decided, you know what, it's time to actually treat myself and treat the channel a little bit more seriously. So I do have, if I don't know if you can see, but there's like a couple of boxes over there. They contain a series of things that will be used to upgrade the visual experience of the YouTube channel. There's still one more thing on its way, which is why it's not all set up now. But there will be a new visual style. Well, not a new visual style. It'll still be like my face on camera. But I've been playing around with different, presentation styles and so on. But there'll be a teleprompter. There'll be some nice lighting. Perhaps even bisexual lighting. Who is to say? But that will all come in after I take a bit of a break. And I do want to say that I am going to take a short break. Now, that's probably not a surprise to anyone. I am planning to take a good long break from making videos. Now, it's going to be from the expected release of this video. You won't expect to hear from me basically until the 19th of July. I am taking just a solid, good chunk of time to just get away and be a proper person for a bit, because this is consumed, especially the last month with the election videos, it has consumed inordinate amounts of my time, and that has begun to impact my personal life, because you got to remember I do this alongside a full-time job, and look, this isn't to be all woe is me about it, but I have very little time for me and the people in my life, and a big part of me needs to focus on actually being a proper person for at least a little bit. And so, yeah, we're not going to have videos for a long time in July. And when we come back, it's not going to be a politics video. And, I should say, before I forget, that the Sonic video, it's not going to be my first video back. That video is going to come out in the middle of August sometime, because I want to take my time and get that right. But yeah, I need to take some time for me and for people in my life, and to just sort of evaluate where I stand on a few things. It's been a tough couple of months behind the scenes, not just because of the election, just because of a lot of different things. And so while the channel is, it's going from strength to strength, I'm really pleased with it. I need a bit of time. That's all it is. I just need to have a bit of time to be me, to be with the people that I care about, and to just sort of take a breath, just take in a little bit of the world while I can. And in fact, I will be taking in a little bit of the world, because I will be taking a short holiday during this break, and I will be off to North Wales to look at mines and castles and mountains and hills and all of the things they have in North Wales. So that's going to be a delight. I'm really looking forward. It's been a long time since I've gotten away from basically these walls, because I work from home, so I spend all my time here basically all the time. So it will be fantastic to just get out for a bit and get away from the city I live in. But yeah, that's the channel update. There will be a bit of a shift in direction for a bit, because to be honest, I think I'm pretty fed up with politics, and I think you're all probably pretty fed up with politics, and I just want to have some fun. I want to share things that interest me that are not just political. I know art is political, but I want to talk about like books and video games and films and things like that I enjoy. And so we're going to do more of it, because I want to do it, and there has been the one time that I've done it, I've got a huge positive reaction from it. And I was as political in that video as I am in all the other ones. So, I don't feel like that's to my detriment, but I've rambled on for long enough for this update. That's just for your information, everyone. I will be signing off until I release the first video of this new great era in the Escada Crusader universe on probably the 20th of July, but don't quote me on that. It could change depending on how much I enjoy this break. But everyone, I need to thank you all for your support. It's been incredible. I've genuinely been. I didn't expect to reach 2K by the end of the year. I set that as like a big goal, and we've done it. And I am awed by the fact that we've done it, and I'm going to enjoy it for a bit. But we're on to 5K, and I do have one small favor to ask of you all in aid of that. If you haven't watched any of the election videos, go check them out. But if you could, please do share the election videos with someone you know in the UK who might find them useful or entertaining, or just someone who doesn't agree with me who's going to get mad at me. Just share it. Share them. Just share them all. Share the whole playlist. And let's try and get me to that 5K by the end of the year. And, I'm trying to think of what the reward will be for 5K. I have a couple of ideas, but I'm gonna think a little bit carefully about it before we go promising anything, because otherwise I'm gonna end up doing something incredibly foolish like the Sonic Adventures 1 and 2 video, which is you can tell I regret it. I regret saying it, but I said it. Anyway, everyone, please take it easy. I will catch you all on the next video. Whenever that may be, it will be a little while. And thank you so much for your continued support, everyone. I really, really appreciate it. Take it easy. Peace. Stay safe. And I'll catch you on the next one.